Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Voice of Todd. And it's the first stream of the year for me across all of the channels. But welcome, hope you're all doing well. We are here today to celebrate all things Xbox by the looks of it, or some things Xbox. That mic is peaking. Hold on, I've had to tweak a load of settings because I upgraded to Windows 11 and it's changed everything. So, just playing around. I know that the audio is quite low, but we're going to jump between a couple of videos before we get into this. But today we're looking at... I'll start with the least favourite first. Is it Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which is a Western studio giving you their take of what essentially is one of the fast-moving JRPG, action RPG style games. Very, to me, it comes across as very Final Fantasy button mashy kind of style, which puts me off, but it's looking quite good. We also have South of Midnight, which I'm really looking forward to, and the Slayer is back with more Doom the Dark Ages, which they're kind of setting up as a prequel to the reboot. Yeah, it just looks crazy fun, and it's my favourite rendition of the Slayer from what we've seen. Hey Mike, how are we doing? Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a... Well, I hope January's been kind, let's put it that way, because it's been a bit of a while. We got 10 minutes before this kicks off, so we're just going to jump between two of the trailers. I'm not going to do Clair Obscur, because we've seen it quite a few times. I think we saw it at the Game Awards, and I'm just kind of... I'm not hyped about that. I'm interested to see, but I'm not hyped, so we'll have a look. But first, I figured we'd have a little look at the announcement trailer for South of Midnight from a couple of years ago now. It would help if I muted that, wouldn't it? That's Doom. That's South of Midnight. Right, okay, so we're going to take a quick look at this just as a quick refresher, then we'll do Doom, and then we'll get into probably the last couple of minutes, and we'll talk about what we think this mystery one's going to be. I like the look of this though, and I love the music, the sort of American South. Beautiful. Beautiful guitar-y, folky, bluesy kind of bluegrass vibe. And the gameplay looks good as well. It's a really interesting art design. But chat, let me know if there's any issues, let me know how the audio is. Hopefully it's okay, but like I say, I've been having issues, so... I do like the art style. And I hope the music is... It sounds like it's all their own thing, an original soundtrack, but I really hope that the music is okay to stream. Because this might be fun.
Shaking bones. Been a while.
I wonder if they've kept the 30 frames look.
That favor you owe me? I'm looking for a creature. Huge, sneaky, teeth like knives. No? Well, hey, how about you guys? No? Nobody?
You're not a Taylor Swift fan, Mike. It's heresy around these parts.
Not helpful. Mm-hmm. Sneaky.
I know they did a 30-minute documentary about this that I haven't watched yet. We're going to do that for this channel. But it's the music that's really singing to me on this, for now. So that's South of Midnight, just as a little taster. I think it's going to be interesting. I think, apparently it's coming out this year. I feel like this is the make or break moment for it to really sell it to the audience. So hopefully it's looking good. And I've heard positive things, but we'll see. But now let's jump on to something a little bit quicker. shall we? I love this trailer. No, you're never too old to be a fan of someone called Tay-Tay, Mike. She is she's a generational, is it cross-generational talent? Whatever you say it. Like, you're allowed to love her whatever age you are. Or at least appreciate her music. It's the fur, like, cape cloak thing. And then just the Nordic vibe to all the stuff. And the shield helps. But it just looks so cool. I think we're going to have to play Doom and Doom Eternal on the Games channel this year. Going from one pretty cool soundtrack to another, I mean, this is pretty good. The music has always been amazing with Doom. And I like the shield. I do like the shield. It works better than Dragon Age, I think. And a parry's nice. And a mech. And a pet. Everything you could possibly want from a first-person shooter. But I don't think we've seen anything else other than that trailer for Doom. So I'm really interested to see what they show off. This is the big push. Apparently it's coming out in May from the rumours that I've seen. That's Clair Obscur, I don't know what it is. Let's see if we can get this volume level right as well. So yeah, that's like, in order of hype, I think it's got to be South of Midnight, then Doom. But the mystery one. So we know that they do these presentations as a very much, this is what's coming out in 2025. They don't want to show you anything that's realistically 12 months, but ideally, dare I say, 6 months out. I don't think South of Midnight is coming out in the next 6 months though. So I'm saying this year. There is a mystery, there's always a mystery, but they're teasing a mystery. There's potentially 2. Because they normally show off 5 games in these. Could it be a Halo 1 or Halo CE remake? Are they... I know, it's wild. I'd argue against it because next year is the 25th anniversary of Halo CE, and that's the perfect time to drop it. These are Xbox and PC exclusive. I don't know if there is such a thing as Xbox exclusive anymore. We'll have to find out. They're definitely coming to Game Pass day one. Clair Obscur is definitely coming to PlayStation because they've been putting up trailers for it. Doom, I'd be very surprised if Doom was kept as a console exclusive, in all honesty. But South of Midnight could be a timed exclusive. Hopefully they'll tell us, because their big strategy of exclusives has clearly failed, and now they're looking at doing no exclusives. But who knows? So I'm going with Pie in the Sky theory. The mystery one is Halo. It's not. Let's be realistic, it's not. It might be... I still think it's too early for Gears. The new Gears game that was shown off. Maybe it's something that we don't know. Maybe the mystery one is the Shadow drop today, or dropping in a few weeks. It's not going to be Avowed, because Avowed is too close, I think. I mean, Avowed is what, 3 weeks away? 4 weeks away? I'm looking forward to Avowed as well. That should be good. Genuinely, I like how they do these. This is a really nice sort of starting screen. But the way that they focus on the developer as well as the game, and they really give them time to talk through their creations and their ideas, it's kind of cool. Half-Life 3, Portal 3, or StarCraft 3 before a new Halo. Oof, that stings. We know there's a new Halo coming anyway. They've already said coming in Unreal. They're doing a new Halo, so we know that's happening. Half-Life 3 is still like just an unknown. StarCraft 3. I mean, what are Blizzard working on? You could be onto something there, but I don't think we'll ever get a Portal 3. I'd love a Portal 3. I don't think we'll ever get it. The world does need more GLaDOS. You know, we'll see. I think that Xbox have unfortunately had to position themselves to have a really strong year this year. They like Avowed was definitely pushed back. There was something else that was pushed back as well. Maybe South of Midnight. But they really need to come out swinging this year. And hopefully they will. But this is gonna give us an idea of where they're going. And I hope if things are coming to PlayStation, they say it here as well. Because we know that's what they're doing. There's so many rumors about it. Fallout 5 is coming too. Yeah. Fallout 5 in the next 100 years. We'll probably be in a wasteland apocalypse when Fallout 5 comes out, and it'll be like real life. You reckon it'll be the first video game released on Mars? Maybe. Maybe. Elder Scrolls 6 is meant to be before Fallout, isn't it? Okay, so we have Compulsion, we have Sandfall, we know about these. We have id Software, we know about them. Is there a no tease? Okay, what are we starting with? Doom? All games you're about to see are in development and do not represent final products. All games are available on day one with Game Pass. All games support Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Cloud Gaming. Buy once, play on Xbox consoles and the Xbox app on PC. Oh, they've just brought that in, haven't they? Yeah, okay, cool. If we're going mature, this has to be Doom. Yeah, 18. We're kicking off with Doom. So we're probably starting very strong. Yeah. A panic for a second, but what else could it be? Unless it's the whole thing that's rated 18. So it is only 4 studios then? Huh. I was hoping for more. I was hoping for 5. That's a cool mural on the wall. That was Doom. Oh, we're going with a mystery first. So it is an in-house publishing. Sea of Thieves 2. Ninja Gaiden. Are we definitely getting a new Ninja Gaiden?
こんにちは、超えてくもゲームスチーム忍者の安田文彦です。今日は皆様にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表
if Ninja Gaiden is coming out this year.
早速ですが、こちらをご覧ください。
Because they're still all on Game Pass. Elden Ring can get in the bin.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon
Yeah,
gods,
it is.
wreaked havoc across the world.
Is it?
The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja.
Yep, it is.
However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
I don't know if I have the reflexes to play these kind of games anymore. But it looks... Oh, and a grapple? I'm sold. Oh, it looks good. It does look good. It seems a lot more futuristic than I remember. I remember it being modern day, but not necessarily future. It's very fast and fluid. Yeah. There he is. They've gone down that cyberpunk route, haven't they? So why are they? Is this?
I will execute my mission.
Are you hunting Hayabusa then? It's Ninja Gaiden 4, so it's a straight continuation. Oh, look at it. Hey Catherine, how we doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. So Ninja Gaiden 4, new mainline story in the... relentless enemies in first combat. That's not Ryu. Collaboration between Team Ninja and Platinum Games. It looks very good. ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに We're gonna have to play all the Ninja Gaidens as well then. より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただける New Master Ninja protagonist Yakumo set in a fresh world. 制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中で So Ryu will play a pivotal role in the story. Ryu's motives will be revealed as the story unfolds and leads him into a clash with Yakumo. It takes place in Tokyo, which has been devastated by the reign of dark rot caused by the Dark Dragon. The rain signals that the Dark Dragon is still alive, and peace will not return to Tokyo until the rain comes to an end. Okay. There was a reboot early 2000s, but yeah, Ninja Gaiden as a franchise has been around decades. Pretty sure would it be 80s? Late 80s for the first one? I'd have a look, but I'm upgrading my phone and I don't know which device is doing what at the minute, so... Oh, this is going to be a nightmare to play. This is going to be an absolute nightmare to play. It looks very fluid. ヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。前作より立体的に自由度の増した危険に満ちたステージを Environments feature enhanced verticality, use ninja techniques, tools, and familiar combat skills to overcome thrilling challenges, like the good old wall run. ダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。これら以外にも様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ、隠されたアイテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていく。I seem to think it was a Nintendo thing originally, but I might be wrong. They're really not showing us much, are they? So Yakumo is following in Hayabusa's steps to be a master ninja. He carries the Raven's Claw honor.
竜と肩を並べ
Clan honor.
次世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。そんなヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは荒れ果てた
I love how fluid it
組
looks.
織であり、黒竜の封印を守る竜神島や現世に蔓延する人ならざるも
And
の、
then the weird demony things.
そしてもちろんシリーズおなじみの魔人も登場します。
Nice.
また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方
It's
に
looking
喜んでいただ
good.
ける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
Gonna have to refresh
従来のシリーズからバトル
on the original remakes, but the first three.
敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。
This can't be coming out in the next 6
ヤ
months.
クモが使える新要素、結節忍術
Bloodbind ninjutsu New A style.
攻撃によってこれまでから大きく進化した一対他の戦闘を可能にしました。
New ways to take on multiple enemies at
これ
once.
までの忍者ガイデンにはない
Wide range instant kill attacks never before seen in a Ninja Gaiden game.
多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん
It looks brutal.
戦闘における比率も健在です。
And intense 1v1
プレイヤー同様
battles.
敵もガードや回避をしてくるため、緊張
Enemies guard and block like the player.
戦闘を
Nice. So hopefully the AI is quite
し
smart.
っかりと捉えながら一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの方によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思い
I
ま
mean,
す。
they seem pretty happy about it, but like you're saying, Mike, they tend to just be a hype piece.
2つの型があるという
Certainly for an early reveal.
特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況
I wonder when this is gonna be out then.
滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心
There's definitely moments where you're playing as Ryu too, so
ことができるようになっています。
is that a different game mode, or is there going to be parts of the story where you switch, or I suppose we'll find out.
新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯応え
It definitely does feel like they've,
体験の継承。さらに我々
while they're acknowledging the previous, they're trying to do something slightly different.
ダイナミックな演出も取り入れ、進化
You've got an Xbox and Game Pass now.
総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
Yeah, the great thing about Game Pass is when this stuff pops up, you can just jump in for an hour, see what you think. That's something I want to start doing this year on the Games channel, is just dropping into stuff and seeing what we think. Not always going to be for me, but there might be some really fun stuff that we find that we never knew was coming.
楽しめる作品になっておりますので、
Or games that I maybe wouldn't look at. So yeah, Game Pass is great. How are you finding indie? I'm still at the Vatican, but I'm toying with if I play it on my own or we do it on the Games channel as just a quick blast through. I'm not entirely sure yet. It's coming this year, fall 2025.
さて、本日お伝えしたい発表
One more thing.
こちらをご覧ください。
Collector's Edition. Have they remastered them? I mean, that's classic Hayabusa. This is one, isn't it? It looks good. I'm sure this is one. I just remember the platforming.
And thus the sun sets
Yeah, this is the first one.
Genshi, go back to hell. All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Oh god, it looks fluid, doesn't it? Oh, second one.
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox 360で発売し、
I remember playing it when it came out.
ハイスピードなバトルを皆様にお楽しみいただいた作品です。今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックでは
So it's the Black is the definitive edition of the game, owning the original with specific revamped graphics using Unreal 5. Nice. In addition to lush visuals, players can enjoy playing as the other characters that you encounter in the campaign. And it drops today? Okay, I know what we're doing.
忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、
So Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is out now.
忍者ガイデン4の発売前にぜひ
I'm pretty sure they
お
did
楽しみください。
Ninja Gaiden Black as well.
今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり、
This year's the 30th anniversary of Team Ninja. Wow.
4を含め2025年は忍者の年、イヤーオブザ忍者となります。ぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありが
They're
とうござい
talking
ました。
very much like they've got plans to continue it. Nice. And it's coming to PS5. I like that they're saying. So Xbox are publishing it, but it is going on everything. Alright, South of Midnight. They're going to do Doom last, aren't they? The gameplay reveal was interesting.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own.
Wow, it looks pretty.
The magical noir of contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration
We
from
Happy
the
Few was
landscape
fun.
to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story,
Yeah,
the macabre elements
the Game Awards was
are
very
creatures
Japanese inspired, and they've constantly been making good stuff, whereas the Western games industry is struggling. Look at AAA's, they're crashing and burning.
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
Flashlights and batteries.
Oh, shit, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel.
Okay, so bit of a stupid move. There's a hurricane, you got to be in the shelter in 5 minutes, and you walk off.
But disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving, an ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver.
But we're having problems.
Someone who can see beyond the surface.
Yeah, 100%. AAA's are, Western AAA's are really struggling.
Weavers can see the fabric binding our world.
Not happy, is it?
Connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can
This has got a bit of a
perceive both the
Banishers
mystical
vibe.
strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the
So is it
world
based on
gradually
any...
shifts into the surreal.
It's New Orleans, isn't it? New Orleans area. Is it based on any voodoo folktales and stuff? Nice. Okay, she's just answered that.
My salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel.
Interesting.
All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through
Yeah, that was Banish's mic. Yeah, the Don't Nod one with the guy and his ghost wife.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
It's the combat that doesn't look good for me.
And adapting to different enemy archetypes.
Okay, that sounds more interesting.
Corruption Hazel encounters.
These haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each haint has its own moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats.
No, I heard Banishes was good. A friend of mine was playing it. He got it at Christmas.
Jump attacks
and
charge attacks. But close combat is risky.
But yeah, I haven't played it myself yet.
Have powerful defensive abilities.
I don't think the previews did it
Magical
justice.
skills become the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight.
So you're like a Jedi.
Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos. Push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then, press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption.
So are you immune to other attacks when you do that?
And reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities.
Okay.
As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to
decide
which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks, or refining push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding. The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
Having just seen Ninja Gaiden 4, it doesn't look that fast.
And more. Now for the low price of $1.
They're definitely sticking with the 30 frames.
You'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
Interesting.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters
makes sense.
Sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters
I really do like the art style. It's very different.
As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside.
Cool.
Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
We got a long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands.
It's definitely an interesting take.
In our magical south, decaying buildings reclaimed
Looks
by
beautiful.
nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugal. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The Way to the Past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody Compulsion signature style, but this time we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation.
It feels very
which
stop
allows
motion.
our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation,
Like the whole scary New Orleans vibe,
to
yeah.
imagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
Regardless of playing it, it definitely looks different to a lot of things. And the music just sounds so
At
good.
Compulsion Games, we love to craft around central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available
That's soon.
on Xbox and Steam.
Xbox and Steam. So that is the one I thought would be Xbox exclusive. Or console exclusive. That's coming very soon. I didn't think it would be that soon. I wonder if that date sticks. And it must at this point. I'm sold on that. I'm really looking forward to that. We've got more to look at with that later on, probably next week, week after. There's a half-hour documentary about it that I want to watch. This is the one I'm not sold on. Because it's not my type of game.
Everyone, we are Sandfall Interactive, and welcome to our nano.
So sell me on it, Sandfall Interactive.
We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
I love how many new studios are popping up though.
RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Our grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refreshed the genre with new features, and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system.
So it is real-time button
The
bashy.
first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project,
Yeah, there's a lot of non-Ubisoft European indie and smaller studios making real big plays with some potentially big projects.
Creative vision, and we had that defined by 3 core elements.
Regardless if this is a game I want to play or not, I hope it does well, because I love seeing independents coming up and doing something big and vast like this. I think it's cool.
And a world that is completely original, beautiful.
The concept art is stunning. I can't fault it at all. That's beautiful.
A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This too is your legacy. Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook.
Okay.
67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger.
I'm too old to play this game then.
Determined to fight until their
Yeah,
final
I agree,
breath,
Catherine.
the realm of every return.
Definitely need
Our
new
story
things.
follows
Everything was getting a bit
Expedition
stale, wasn't it?
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other.
Okay.
And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature.
It's very Thanos, yeah.
Characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
Jennifer English? Shadowheart.
Existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the
Do you think
mission, even if they fight all
the guy that's talking now, the studio head,
not only to their family,
he's
central to their identity
created the main character
Protocol
like
doesn't
him?
cover every contingency.
There's
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
It's French Morrigan.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Oh, that's cool.
Foot! Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go.
This is where the JRPG vibe comes in.
As a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other gestuals across the game.
Definitely go for the hero complex, yeah, 100%.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world.
What the fuck?
Bring him back his special stones. You can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm getting a original Final Fantasy VII vibe.
For joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
I don't know if I'm sold, but I'm warming up to this.
For our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and
Did
adds
make me
real-time
laugh, that's true.
which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
I wonder how
During enemy turns, you can
strict
negate all
they're gonna
damage
be
by
with that.
dodging or parrying at the right time. But balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks.
I just had a
and others can
thought.
counterbalance with items and strategies.
Is this the evolution of Dragon Age Origins combat that people wanted?
We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game.
Okay.
Each character has a unique mechanic. Maëlle switches between stances which can ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Maëlle the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill
This does
tree
look quite
and hundreds of passive effects
involved.
they can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are a ton of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
No, it sounds like there's a lot going on, which isn't a bad thing.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestural Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe.
But if you take the real-time turn-based and push them further, you probably have something like this.
The Gestural Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals.
Yeah, I
wooden toys in the box.
don't think I used it much in Origins. Turn-based is a tough sell in that kind of game. But a lot of companies, a lot of developers are trying to bring turn-based back in a way.
Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Gestral.
For Escape,
Okay,
we needed
so
a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly
there's
of a
definitely
giant
moments
inflated
of
balloon
humor and
with
comedy in
Victorian
this.
pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map.
Final Fantasy VII.
And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely need SK's help traveling around.
It's a really cool idea.
Though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
And I suppose it opens up that exploration element to it.
We've poured our hearts and souls into this game for the past 4 years.
This is the best preview that I've seen of it so far.
We're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S. And
That's
is
two
day one with
big
Xbox
games for
Pass.
Xbox
You can already wish this
coming in
game.
April.
Follow us for more info.
And this is on PlayStation 5 as well, just to confirm. Or at least it was.
We are a small, passionate team. It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story.
We'll
our
try
world,
it, like-
and our take on the turn-based genre.
I don't know how far we'll get into it, but we'll try it, definitely.
Thank you for joining
It's one of the things I want to do this year.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Yeah, it's still coming to PS5, good. April's gonna be busy. Maybe it's just the 4 then. Maybe we're not getting a mystery one. Right, this is the big one though. This is what I'm really excited about. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever, and the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise.
Yeah, I think Kingdom Come 2 is going to be a big slog for a lot of people, isn't it? It's looking like a massive game.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
It just looks amazing.
Feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series.
Maybe we'll hold off then.
Then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat.
Big guns shoot things, they die.
Like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Okay. Makes sense. Making it different.
And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again. Just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom,
you're not going to be going Kingdom Come 2, Catherine? What have they done? What's ruined it for you?
Let me introduce you to...
I still haven't played the first one.
Block. Throw.
I love the shield saw.
Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual.
Nice.
On a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience.
Yeah.
So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
No, we're gonna do Doom. Depending on when this is out, we're gonna do Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal.
And the shield saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created it in.
Nice.
But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up.
There's the fighting, the combat. Yeah, it's meant to be as realistic as possible, isn't it?
Or maybe an electrified gauntlet.
Nice.
That's right, we have 3 melee actions that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades.
Oh, cool.
Totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable.
This is the power fantasy that I think gamers just crave.
Seems like a ton, but that's just 2.
Certainly FPS fans.
We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger. That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Nice.
Mean. Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and of hell with. Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage.
Yes, please.
How these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
It's the music again. The music is just the absolute selling point. So green is parry. Anything that's green you can parry. That was cool. Mr. Jones is going to love this. Yeah, this is really singing to me. It's just a constant grotesque horror and ripping and tearing through.
Than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
Nice.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building. It's powerful.
Wow.
And you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
Yep.
Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a
cool.
full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat
This is so cool.
behind these features are deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages.
Okay.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way.
Nice.
Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets.
Yeah, let's not go hinterlands again, please. Thank you very much.
As you see fit, with any gun you choose.
But then, in the hinterlands, if the combat was this fun, I wouldn't have had a problem. I'd have been there all game.
Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game. Discovering secret
It
caves
looks pretty impressive. I mean, their engine is very good anyway,
in search of vital resources.
but it looks very pretty.
You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
And it definitely comes across as being a very strategic, like, it's all about the timing of, doesn't look too hard to do, but it's all about the timing of moving around and using everything at your disposal. Wow. Such a cool design.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move.
Okay.
Providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars,
Yeah.
medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the
Summer
star of the
blockbuster?
show.
Is it coming out in summer?
Coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new
That was cool.
old allies, and powerful new villains. And
Alright,
for
we are
returning
gonna play
players, it leads directly into
2016 in Eternal.
Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
This is singing to me. This is everything that I wanted and more from a Doom game. I'm not a massive Doom fan,
making modern Doom games together.
but
And we've done better
the story elements, the world exploration, this is exactly what I want from a big game like this.
Is to give players an experience that's as fun to play.
You remember
as it
Rage?
was to
Rage
make,
was amazing.
and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
May. Nice. May 15. So we've got 2 games in April, 1 game in May, all big things. And then Ninja Gaiden 4 in fall. Is there another? There's not, is there? It is just the 4. Just the 4. Okay, I mean, that was one of the best ones, I think. What they shown off was huge. Everything looked really good.
Feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
Yeah, I'm down. Absolutely down. Clair Obscur we'll have a look at. We may play through, we may not. South of Midnight is a definite yes. Ninja Gaiden we're going to get back into. And Doom, we've got until May to get ready for the Dark Ages. Really, 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 really cool. I'll knock the volume down a little bit because we've seen, this is all outtakes and stuff, I think. Chat, what was your standouts? Doom for me. Not even close, honestly, but Doom. All games with Game Pass, all coming out in the next, about 3 of them coming out in the next 4 months, 5 months, 5 months. And the bonus was Ninja Gaiden Black. No, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, sorry. Yeah, solid. Really, really solid. I love these developer directs that they do. This is the 3rd one, I think. Always really, really good. It gives us a good look at what Xbox is doing. The positive is some of this stuff is still console exclusive, but the big stuff, what I would say is the big stuff, isn't console exclusive. So Compulsion is always going to be a tough sell. It's not a game for everyone. That's fine to stick on Xbox. But Ninja Gaiden 4, Doom, and Expedition 33 are all coming to PS5 and PC as well. Doom stands out for you, Catherine. Yeah. Bobby's birthday present side. And you liked Expedition 33, Mike? As long as it's not a Souls-like boss rush. It didn't look like it was that way. It looked very much the traditional JRPG style. I'm still on the fence about it, but that's why coming to Game Pass is such a nice thing, because we can take a look and I can make my mind up without any real investment from my part. Yeah, really, really solid. It was really nice to be back streaming. Mike, Catherine, thanks for dropping by. Always nice to have you guys in chat. I don't know what happens next. We will be back on the games channel soon. I'm going to be tweaking a few things, but I may do a video about what I'm planning on doing with it. At the minute, I'm still working on a side project that is probably going to take up a lot more of my time going forward. But that's nothing connected to any of this. So, yeah, we've got stuff to play. I'm going to have to make tough choices on what we do. We do have Dragon Age to finish, but honestly, that's just going to be a blast through and pre-record it. With Baldur's Gate 3, we will get that finished as well, but it's had to take a bit of a hiatus. Voice is doing okay, but I haven't really pushed it since December. I've been very sort of casual with what I've been doing and taking quite a lot of breaks. We'll see. I mean, I need to get back doing stuff regardless because I'm starting to go a bit crazy. So we'll see. We're looking at February. I'm not going to be doing Kingdom Come 2. Still haven't played the first one, and I haven't been rushing to play it, so that tells me something about that game. We will definitely be back up and running and taking a look at Avowed when Avowed comes out. And yeah, we'll see how we get on, and if the voice just goes again, then that's just how it's going to be. But hopefully, I've given it enough time to sort of repair and recover. It feels fine now. I know we've only done an hour, but it feels fine now. Hopefully it's been coming through okay. But yeah, this is all looking good, and I think 2025 is going to be a pretty good year for games. There's a lot of cool things coming. And on the Voice of Todd channel, I do want to be doing more stuff with this. We're going to be looking at game trailers and things as we go. Like I said, there's the South of Midnight documentary that came out a couple of months ago that I want to take a look. That'll be a pre-record, and I'll throw that up. But I'm going to start to utilize the 3 channels that I've got. And certainly the gaming one and the Voice of Todd will sync in quite nicely. The third one is... I'm still figuring it out. That's where the time's being spent. But like I say, that's not video games. That's not what I want to do with the Voice of Todd. It's completely separate. But yeah, no, we'll be back soon. Keep an eye. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your evenings. You thought it sounded good? Good, thank you. But yeah, look after yourselves. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you all very soon.